Hey everybody, my name is Matthew Hines, and I just finished up doing the country manager simulation with my group members Becca Mead and Bree Dixon, as we were part of group 15. And before period one started, before we worked on it as a group, we were given the opportunity to go over the directions, take a quiz, and just kind of read over what the main objective of the simulation was and the whole purpose of it. And we were given the opportunity to do 3 practice runs by ourselves to enter into a market, leave a market, how many styles of toothpaste we wanted to sell, at what price, our margins, campaigns, just all the marketing stuff. And at first, I really had no idea what I was doing, but by the time I got done with my practice run in period 3, I had a better gist of what we were supposed to do. But my numbers were so low, I did really bad on all 3, and I just assumed I was going to have a low BEI score just based off what I was looking at from my numbers. And we ended up meeting together with my other 2 group members, and we just kind of spitballed ideas, what we think we did good in the practice runs, what we think we did bad, and what we wanted to accomplish. So at first, before we even entered into any market, we decided to come up with a strategy, and that strategy ended up being market penetration. And our market penetration strategy consisted of campaigning, and our main objective was wanting to offer the lowest prices of toothpaste in any of the international markets we decided to enter into. And whether that was having to cut our prices or do whatever we had to do to have the lowest price of toothpaste, we felt like that would give us an advantage over our competitors, which would make just people in those countries want to buy from us rather than our competition. But in the end, that really wasn't the best idea as much as we thought it would be. We didn't really campaign as much as we should have, and towards the end of the periods, we ended up campaigning a lot more than we should have, campaigning more towards our targeted market. And in the end, we ended up doing better than we started, which was really good. And anyways, our product was All Smile toothpaste, and we entered into China during period 1, and we only stayed in China until we got through period 5. And then once we got to period 6, we decided to enter a new market, and we entered into India. And at first, that really wasn't a good idea. We really didn't do much research, and in period 7 we tried to correct our mistake, and it just kept lowering our BEI score, and we really couldn't figure out what the problem was. So instead of fiddling with it, we just decided to leave the market completely. So by the time period 8 and 9 rolled around, we entered into Japan, and once we got to period 10, we were still in Japan, and so we entered into 3 markets total, leaving 1, which was India, and staying in China the whole way, and then Japan the last 2. And it ended up being a mistake because our BEI kept lowering once we were in India, and if we didn't make that mistake and would have entered Japan originally like we wanted to, the plan ended up backfiring, but we ended up catching our mistakes in the end. So our total BEI score at the end was a 52, and it was lower at some point, and at some point it was higher, so it's kind of a happy medium. But in the end, we wish we would have done better, but overall it was a really fun experience with my group and doing this, and I think this is a great opportunity and like a great example of how it is like out in the business world and how these countries actually operate. So I feel like this is a great opportunity for me and my group just to get a better understanding of what it's like going international with products in the business world. Thank you.